If you guys could just go ahead and disregard the mess in the background, that'd be great. The renovations at the coffee studio are ongoing, but I don't want to make this video about that. I don't want to talk about the coffee studio at all today. What I do want to talk about is some of the decoration we got going on, which is cameras. When we planned this place out, I really wanted to incorporate vintage cameras into the decoration, along with the prints on the wall. So on today's episode, I'm going to show you some of the vintage cameras I picked up. And I'm actually going to print for my first time ever on metal today, or metal paper. So let's get into it. But before we do, today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community. The platform offers thousands of classes for both creatives and curious people looking to learn a skill like design, photography, filmmaking, or more. Whether you're a beginner, pro, or just someone looking to dabble, there's a class waiting for you.
Oh, what's going on? I go by the name of Chris Ludacris Bridges. I'm a rapper, actor, and today, a food photographer, believe it or not.
Members get unlimited access to thousands of classes and video lessons. Best part? It fits your schedule. So go and click on the link in the description if you're looking to learn. The first 1,000 to click it will get a free trial of a premium membership. Okay, so I'm pretty stoked about this. I ordered all of these on eBay except for this. This is the FG20 by Nikon. I've had this camera for a while and I've actually been using it to take pictures. The rest of these cameras I got on eBay. Most of them came from like auctions, from charities actually. I think I got this whole set of 4 from the Salvation Army. And so let me show them all to you. And then we'll go downstairs and we'll print on metal. Yeah, it's that kind of episode. This is the first one. This is a Kodak Brownie Chiquita. And if you're not familiar with this Kodak line of brownies, they actually come from like the early 1900s. And it was Kodak's attempt to make photography affordable. They were not cheap, they were cheap cameras. This camera, for example, it just has one hook for the film, it goes across the back, and then there's another hook for the film. It's that simple. You take a picture by pressing that button. Then you wind the film. They're super simple cameras. And I think they're really cool. It's called a brownie not because it looks like a brownie, but after, I don't know, like a Scottish troll or something actually, which is kind of crazy. But really cool camera. I absolutely love it. The Kodak Brownie. These other 4 are actually film cameras. This is a Kodak as well. Again, this is kind of an instant film camera that they started bringing out again to give access of photography to everybody. Really simple operation. This is your handle. This is the button to record. And it was that easy. You just looked through the viewfinder and filmed. And then this, I believe, is not your focus, but your aperture. So you can change your aperture from, it looks like f2.7 to f26, and it's 14 millimeters. But it's kind of cool. It's the Kodak Hawkeye Instamatic Model B. If you want to look like a super hipster, just go walk around like this all day. The next one is the Tower. This is the Model T92. This is kind of a crazy camera. It's an absolute brick. It literally is as heavy as a brick. On the side here, you can adjust the frames per second. It starts out as low as 12 frames per second, and you can roll it all the way up to 48 frames per second. So basically pre-Canon R Canon frame rate, which is awesome. Now these ones are cool. This is a Keystone 8mm, what is it called? The Americana. And on old film cameras, and I mean film as in filming cameras, you didn't change lenses. They had 3 lenses attached to them. So this is, they're all f1.8 I believe. This is a 9mm, a 13mm, and a 25mm. And if you want to change the focal distance, you just twist this, like this, to get it to snap into the next spot. And when you do that, you don't actually see any difference through the viewfinder, because the viewfinders, you don't look through the lens, you're looking through the viewfinder. But there's 3 squares on the inside on the viewfinder, and they're the different focal lengths. So if you're filming on the wide angle, you use it all, and then it's the next one in and the next one in. So it's pretty cool. This is another one of the similar cameras. This is a way heavier duty version. This is the Sekonic Elematic 8. And again, it's kind of awesome. Has the same 3-lens system. You have your frame rate here. It's 12, 16, 24, and 32 frames per second. And then you've got your aperture over here, so it's f1.9 to f16. So kind of awesome. I'm so stoked to have these cameras in my possession. They're gonna be out displayed all over here, so if you ever make it here, you'll be able to see them. And I think I've got like 5 more on the way. So cool, so excited. And now I'm also excited to go print on some metal. I ordered some hand mule metallic paper. It was pretty expensive. I opened it already to have a look, and it looks crazy. It looks like pearls, like a pearl necklace. It's phenomenal how it looks, and I'm really excited to see how it prints. I think it's gonna print best in white, just because of the look. I don't know that for sure. So my idea is to do a test photo on my booby photo from the Galapagos Islands, because it's very white, and then potentially, if it looks cool, print a full-size version of one of my images from Iceland. So let's head to the basement and print on some metal.
Lay it on me, I'm listening. I got a good ear, come give it a bend. I could listen all day till you tell it to me. If I heard it before, then let me hear it again. While you let it out, I can take it in. When you got something to say, you can tell it to me.
Woo, okay, I am mind blown by how this looks. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, because the lighting in here is, well, it's a camera. I don't know how this translates to video, but like I said, it looks like metal. It looks like white metal. And when I saw the paper by itself, I thought to myself, this would look really good on white things because it looks like pearl. Now I'm wondering what it would look good on, because I have no idea. But it's so intense that you can actually see the outline of the photo on the white versus the plain paper. It's absolutely incredible. Somebody once said to me, photography is taking pictures and printing is art. And I kind of get it, because just choosing the paper you use totally changes the art of what you've done. And this print looks totally different. It's hard to explain. I don't even know how to feel about it. I don't know if I like it, even. I think I like this image better as it is on the white background. It makes it feel more minimalist. And I don't have a regular version for you to see. I guess I do over in the corner, the giant version. I can just show you that really quick. But yeah, one, I'm mind blown by how it looks. I think it looks incredible. And two, I'm not sure if for this image I love it. But I talked to my printer in the UK because I wanted to do a massive print on actual metal, on actual aluminum. But the shipping cost was too much to get it here. And he recommended an image from Iceland, which is that one back there of me in the snow. And he said that would probably look really good on metal. So I'm going to print that massive, frame it, and hang it in the studio. And I'm going to do it all wearing these gloves. And contrary to popular belief, they're not actually for keeping grease off the prints. I'm just moonlighting as Mickey Mouse later. Okay, let's get this set up. Normally I put a pretty big white border on the edge. I think I'm going to go with... do I want to go with no border? I think I'm going to go with no border. Is that a terrible idea?
Say what you wanna.
Man, I hope this works. It might have been a bit risky going with printing all the way to the borders. If you guys are curious, this paper is expensive. One roll was about 240 euros. It's 12 meters worth of paper, and each of these massive prints is about a meter. So you get 12 prints for 240 euros, which, if my math is correct, it's like a lot of money.
I will be listening. Say what you gotta.
First look at it, I honestly don't know what to make of it. It looks, you know what it looks like? You think of metal and you think of like hardcore, you think of like, whoa, like the guys that are doing this with their hands. Whoa. They hurt their throats when they, whoa. I'm done. But you think hardcore, but when I look at this, I see glittery and glossy and shiny. It looks like the makeup girls wear on a night out. And with the purples and the whites, it really looks almost Disney-like. So I don't know how I feel about it. I'm looking forward to getting it off of the printer and into the other room so I can have a better look at it with better light. But right now it's feeling a little less whoa and a little more like, yay!
I will be listening.
Okay, this frame probably isn't very smart to show you guys this. Okay, so here's my thought. Once I've taken it off of the rails and I see it in this light, it looks so much more, whoa, like epic. It looks so much more badass. The purples kind of look silvery. It looks cold. It looks like metal. It looks like pure aluminum, and I absolutely love it. I thought I wasn't going to. I've always been one of those people that's like, I like photos that kind of look more like photos. But this paper is incredible. Like the whites look glistening and shiny. The colors on me, the little guy here in the frame, the yellows and the reds, they still look really yellow and red. The snow looks really yellow and red. But the purples look silver and the white looks like pearl, and it is just this really cool texture. It doesn't feel like paper, and I am beyond mind blown by this. I love it. It's the type of thing I think I'll only do on really special occasions though, because I don't want to overdo it. In fact, I think I'm going to frame this, put it on the wall up in the studio, and make this a one of one. The only one I'll ever sell of this photo. A total original on metal paper. It's kind of freaking awesome.
Simple thought, but I tell you what.
Don't know if that's straight. So, final bit of thoughts or advice with printing this is it definitely looks better where there's lots of light. It's back here in this back area and it almost looks black and white because it's so dark back here. So I think this image is actually going to move somewhere else. I actually really like it, but I think you really need to know what images to use. I still don't really know which images are going to work best. But this one looks really good, so maybe snowy landscapes are the way to go. And I think in general, just have fun and experiment with some paper. If you guys don't know this, you can actually buy sample packs. So this is from Handmule, which is where I get all my paper. And I believe this is A3 sized. And you get 2 sheets of 8 different kinds of paper, including this metallic paper that I have, which is Photo Rag Metallic 340 GSM. This pack is like 30 bucks, I think. So it's a pretty good way because you can print A3 or whatever this is. Prints, but also test different things. So definitely the way to go before you splurge on a massive roll of something. And yeah, that's it for me today. This is the mess I've created. Tomorrow I'll have to clean it up, or more likely I'm going to procrastinate and print some postcards for you guys. Should be fun. I'll see you guys there. Peace.